this is a day that you have long anticipated and is a day you will remember forever. Long before governments were established and thousands of years prior even to the establishment of the church, God created the home. One man and one woman vowing to love one another until death they do part.
November 5th, 2012, at Granger Christian School. Behind the lockers before his basketball game, my friends were taking us to meet each other because we were both tall. Kenny went and asked my dad for permission to be boyfriend and girlfriend. He asked me with, I think, a dozen roses. Aww. It was December 27th, 2015. And we went to the Bean in Chicago, and he asked, what would you do if I said we're having dinner in one of those buildings? And I said, that would be cool. And then he said, I don't think we're going to do that today, but there's something else I was going to do. And that's when he proposed.
Maddie.
You're so beautiful.
I hope I don't cry when the doors open. I might.
I'll cry.
Oh my gosh. And Tara said something. She's like, oh my gosh, I'm gonna cry. And I was like, oh great, I probably will too.
Yeah. You can look at my aunt because she'll smile.
It's so pretty.
And then you can look at me. I'll stick my tongue out at you.
Do you like it?
Yes, you're beautiful.
Never in my wildest dreams did I think a simple introduction at a basketball game would lead to two of my best friends falling in love and getting married.
There comes a time in everyone's life, like Kenny and Maddie for example, when they meet their one true love, their soulmate, and the one person they know everything about and love them for the rest of their life no matter what.
Kenny and Madison, you are just in the dawn of your lives together. In the coming years, you're going to be sharing in tears of joy and tears of heartache, and the events that bring this about, both the good and the bad, will have an impact on the love that you have for each other.
Oh, my.
Very nice. Beautiful. Absolutely gorgeous, honey.
Last time I wore a tie was my wedding.
Last time I wore a tie was your wedding. Everyone calls us Hicks because we wear boots, jeans, and we're always messy because we work all the time. But it's amazing to see him up there this afternoon looking like a big old teddy bear in his white shirt and his vest, waiting for Maddie to come down the aisle.
The marriage of a man and woman is the most perfect picture, this side of heaven, of what God is like. Your marriage today bears the image, likeness of God. This institution of marriage is God's idea, and it's God's plan for you, and you can take great comfort in that. You're a team. And I want to encourage you to learn how to help Kenny to be the best version of himself. And Kenny, I want to encourage you to help Maddie be the best version of herself that she can be. Love one another. Maddie, speak highly of Kenny. Not Kenley. Kenny, speak highly of Maddie. It's easy now, and there will be times later that it will be easy, but there will also be times that it's difficult. It's challenging, and I challenge you to love one another when it is undeserved. So Kenny and Maddie, starting today, you will together love God and others better than you could if you were alone. Kenny and Maddie, I now pronounce you husband and wife. Kenny, you may kiss your bride. It is my distinct honor and privilege to present to you for the very first time, Mr. and Mrs. Kenny Post.
Hello, what's your name? I'll know I'll never be the same. Oh, you've been changing me.
Years ago, I was working on a project, and I looked down on the top right-hand corner of my workbench to see where Madison had written, "I heart Daddy," and D-A-D-Y, by the way. And still to this day, you can still read those words along with my reply, even though they have faded somewhat, and that is, "And Daddy loves you."
Oh, I never thought I could get the chance to be here.
To a parent, the work of loving our children is never complete. Sometimes it can get a little bit messy, but that's all part of what gives the character to the relationship of the parent and the child. And just like those words that are written on my workbench, that love through the mess still remains. But unlike those words that are written there on my workbench, even when your daughter hearts another man, that love will never fade.
When life is hard, when hope is real.
This is a guy who loves and cares for Maddie in the best way possible, who is her best friend, who is hardworking and dedicated to making her happy, and most importantly, he knows the way to her heart, puppies and food. I'm so overjoyed for you two today because I know the best parts of your love story are just beginning.
Some time, but little by little, yeah, we'll get it right. Oh, I never thought I could.
First met Maddie at church when we were about 6 years old, so we've known each other for about 14 years, so that's a long time. We quickly became best friends and we did everything together.
Crazy fools to left feet.
I can remember telling my mom I just wanted a real baby, that's all I wanted. And I asked all the time for a baby brother or sister. Being her older sister gave me learning experiences that I am forever grateful for. Being her big sister has taught and made me the mother I am to my own children today. She grew up way too fast, so much that I have to ask, where did you get your legs? Can you pass some height my way?
She can keep her legs, I'll take her Jeep.
Oh, I never thought